What's going on, YouTube? It's RJ the Fed. We're here for another Sunday, or not Sunday, but another live stream, a Monday night live stream. I don't know what day it is of the week anymore. Been a long week, had some days off, but we're back on track doing our Monday night live, and we've got a new offering. So I got this bourbon off hours whiskey. It's a straight bourbon whiskey. It looks like it was produced and bottled by Off Hour Spirits. And it was distilled in Indiana, which means it was by MGP Distillery, which it says so on the back of the label. I was given this bottle by a friend of mine, actually, when we went bourbon hunting. Met up with him at Total Wine, and he brought this bottle to me. We made an exchange, and he said he wanted me to try this. So, what better way to try this than to fresh crack this one on stream? So WV Bourbon Guy just said on Discord that he's got a meeting with wife and kids and he'll join the live later. He said he lost power after the storm, so hopefully he's doing okay with the storms. I'm not sure how bad the storms are up there. What's going on, Mr. Dave Vogelsang? And then we got Justin, Mike's buddy, that was just chatting with me, saying that he wants me to bottle chug it so he knows that it's real. Steven Scone, what's going on? Cheers, RJ and Dave. So we are going to taste this for sure. This will be the fresh crack. If you guys recognize the bottle shape, this is the same bottle they use for Widow Jane. This is a Widow Jane bottle. I mean, you can tell by the thickness of the glass on the bottom, the curvature and everything. So interesting that they are using a similar bottle. We've also got a bunch of samples over here, a lot of floor whiskey. And then we're going to talk about the giveaway tonight. We've got a Green River. This is your guys' hint on what we might be giving away tonight. But I am all out of sample bottles, so it's going to be tough to give away some sample bottles. But if you guys watch my live hunts, you guys might know what we might give away tonight. So Montana Chai, cheers, everyone. So I've got 4 Glencairns in front of me. I've got a box full of floor whiskey, lots of samples. I've got some samples in front of me, too, that I might try. Some that are also Texas whiskey from Michael Rodriguez, Imrod. They're all 3 Milam and Green. They're part of the Wildlife series. We might try those as well. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open. Or should we wait? I think we might wait. I want to make sure Justin Harry's still in chat. Justin Harry, are you still in chat? Start the live stream out right with a bottle chug straight from the fresh crack. We also did get a sample in too of Old Stubborn, so we might try some Old Stubborn. Hey, Justin is here. What's up, Will? He said send it, so here we go. My worst enemy defeated, plastic, and our fresh crack. A lot of baking spice, a little bit of apple, a little bit of cinnamon. Pretty good nose, pretty potent. A lot of oak, a little bit of ethanol. It's only 47.5%. So what is that? That's like 95 proof, if I did the math right. What's going on, Daniel? What's going on, Jesus from the Bloody 81? So bourbon off hours whiskey, first taste, first impressions from the fresh crack. A little bit of cinnamon. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? What's up, Adam? Yeah, so 47 and a half would put it at 95 proof then, right? 47.5, easy math. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of apple, a little bit of baking spice, a little bit of oak. No, you're right, Daniel. I mean, you're right. 90 proof is 45%. I'm just saying this is 47.5%. I was just doing the math. So 45 doubled is 90. This is another 2.5%, which would be 5. So 90 plus 5 is 95 proof. So I was just doing easy math and did it out loud. A little old fashioned. What's going on? We're doing well, Jeff. We got a bottle of this bourbon off hours. If our camera will focus on it, it's a buddy of ours gave it to us. Said that he's got a buddy that works for this or owns. I should say he owns this distillery of off hour spirits. What's up, Tora? It is the proper way to taste it. I didn't do a big gulp of it because I want to make sure we could get some tasting notes, but I think we're gonna pour it up in a glass from now on. But a good way to start out the night with a little bit of a little bottle pull from the fresh crack from the neck. Pretty low proof, pretty easy drinker. Had a lot more going on, a lot more heat on the nose, but as far as the palate, that's not bad. It's pretty smooth, pretty easy to drink. I wouldn't expect anything too crazy at 95 proof, but good flavor profile. Just thought it was interesting that it's like in a Widow Jane bottle, so might have to reach out and ask about that. Be kind of curious. It is the proper way to taste bourbon, straight from the source, straight from the bottle. We are currently working on some Weller Antique 107s. I currently have 3 bottles. We were supposed to pick one up today. That deal fell through, so we still are looking for 7 more Weller Antique 107s. If you guys can help me get to 1,000 subscribers, the goal is to give away all 10 Weller Antique 107s. So we'll give away the first 107. And then for every $5 in Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal, you'll get an additional entry. And once we hit a threshold of $100, we're going to add a second bottle. When we get to $200, we're going to add a third bottle. $300, we're going to add a fourth bottle. So we get at least $900 in donations. We're going to give away 10 Weller Antique 107s, not to mention all the other giveaways that are going to be donated towards the stream. We get a lot of people that were donating some bottles and sample packs as well. And to put it in perspective, to see how serious I am about actually giving away all 10 Weller Antique 107s, you guys absolutely killed it on that first monetization stream where we hit super chats. This will be for full monetization of the channel with ad revenue. With the super chats, we hit over $1,000 during that stream. So we're absolutely going to give away 10 Weller Antique 107s if we do anything like we did that night. So I have no doubt, especially if we get another, 330 subscribers, I think is what we're missing. No, 230. No, it's more. It's 330. I think we're missing 330 subs. 330 more subs should put us close to 1,000. And I think we can do that, especially if everybody's interacting and everybody's actual humans and not just bot accounts or paid subscribers, because people, they buy subscribers. Some crazy people out there. Straight up sips. What's going on? I may have butchered your challenge if you guys didn't see that challenge already. I didn't have chicken wings. I used chicken nuggets. I didn't read that they needed to be 120 proof or greater, so I cheated on 2 of those bottles because they were less than 120 proof. And we also poured our own blind, so we had a lot better guess on what we were actually going to be drinking. So unfortunately, it may have seemed like I was cheating, and it's because I was. But I hope that you still enjoyed that one. It was in good faith. It was in good fun as well. So I had a blast doing that. I thought it was hilarious. I'm glad that you did that. I thought yours was hilarious because you were crying during yours. Mine only got rough towards the end. Keeping up with chat. What's going on, Tater Dom? You had a deal fall through for a GTS as well. A little bummed about it, but I'll get it soon. Speaking of GTS, I heard this guy, Tyler M, with his "Let's fucking go" comment. Heard he picked up a GTS today. I hearted his message. I saw him. He's picking one up. It's going to be a 2022 GTS. So good for you, Tyler. Shh! Don't let the wife know. Your wife know. My wife can know. I don't care how much Tyler spends, and I don't think she cares either. But your wife might. Cheers, all of y'all, each individually. There you go, Toro. I did get that message. I'm so sorry, Dave. I've been very busy. I meant to respond to you. Thank you so much for sending that. And man, what an absolute haul. You got some crazy bottles, man. That trip to Kentucky was insane. He kept sending me text messages of all the stuff with the photos that he was getting. He got like the old Forster 117 series. He got 2 bottles of those. He got a Russell's 15 year. Like, as we're all crying and pissed off that the website wouldn't let us purchase. Well, some people got one, but I didn't get one. So I'm going to be crying and pissed off. Dave was able to get one live in person in store. Didn't have to wait for it to be sent out. So that was pretty cool. What else did he get? Man, there were so many things that he got. It was just a bunch of heavy hitters. It was heavy hitter after heavy hitter. So congratulations, Dave. I know it cost you a lot of money, but even then, the fact you're able to find those in store, incredible. The nose on this bourbon off hours is very, very good now that it's in a Glencairn and not straight from the neck of a bottle. It's a lot more sweet. It has like this fig Newton smell to it. Got more of that baking spice. Really good, really good. I'm glad you loved it too. We did it and made it a comedy. We did it shirtless, and we were pacing back and forth, and the gimbal was trying to auto track us, so the camera was a little bouncy because we're over here like this because it was freaking hot, and my face was starting to turn red and flush. My eyes and mouth were watering. What's going on, live from the patio? Even though you weren't cool enough to get called out, I'm going to do a challenge on Sunday. Yeah, do the challenge anyways, man. You don't have to be called out. It's all fun and games. I couldn't remember who was tagged, so 3 people I called out. 2 of them were already tagged. I really wanted to tag some other YouTubers. I probably should have made a list. Normally, when I do videos, like video videos, I have like a format and a list, and I have like announcements that I might make, and I make a little note of it so I don't forget. That was all like impromptu. I actually had to record that video in 3 parts because I was like, first I had my chicken and my hot sauce set up, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't have any bourbon on the table. So then I had to go get the bourbon, which means I had to go pour it up. I come back, and then I start drinking the bourbon and eating the chicken for the challenge. And then I'm like, oh shit, now I got to show off the bottles so people know what I actually had in front of me. So then I had to go get the bottles. So I butchered that all we could do. Can you get a Weller 107 case price from those online stores selling at 150, dropped down closer to 100 each? Well, that's the thing. They don't really get cases here, and stores won't go down that low in my area. The ones that are below $100 or right at $100 each, those are going to be like your big box stores, and they're not going to sell you a case. But I can get them for $100 each to $110 each on secondary. Bourbon Hall, what's going on? Daniel said he just got charged for his Russell's 15 today. Hopefully it arrives soon. That's good, though. If they charged you, that means that they should be making sure that order is placed in good faith. They have the bottle in hand, and they're going to send that bottle to you. So I'm glad, because I know you were posting on the Discord your confirmation email that your bottle had been ordered. Mine kept freezing up. It was supposed to be 1 per person. Somehow mine glitched. I had 2 in my cart. It wouldn't let me check out. I kept clicking check out. It kept saying, please wait. Then it would say, click here to check out. So I'd click that, and back and forth for about 30, 45 minutes. Tried using my phone as well. Tried using other internet browsers as well. No luck. And then finally, when everything starts loading, the site goes down, and it says that we're completely sold out. So I'm like, oh, well. Then I got an email saying they weren't sold out. There was just an issue, so they just shut the website down. So as long as your wife doesn't tell my wife. Yeah, Tyler, that's funny. Free the nips. Ayo. You saw the Russell's Reserve 15 going for 700. When it first came out, like day 1 release, people were asking $1,000 to $1,100 for that bottle. And now I think they've settled down around 450, 500, but they still have a ways to go. I think they'll continue to fall. RR15, Rich and Rare 15. No, it's Russell's Reserve 15 year. You had it in your cart and it wouldn't let you pay. I mean, the same thing happened to me. I couldn't pay, but if for whatever reason I had 2 of them in my cart, and I'm like, well, if I get billed for 500 something dollars plus tax and shipping, I wouldn't be upset with 2 bottles. What up, Glass? Jeff wants to know how we join RJ Nation. Well, we do have YouTube memberships now, which I am very far behind on. I apologize for that, guys. Anybody who is a YouTube channel member, I currently have 11. Uh, I promise I'm going to get to it. I think tomorrow we're going to try to record a YouTube short. We're going to do a wheel spin. We're going to include all YouTube channel members. That pledge is $4.99 a month. I see about $3 of that after YouTube takes their fees. We're going to try to do quarterly giveaways. So we're going to try to give away a bottle and probably a shirt as well. Just every 3 months, every quarter, we're going to try to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get that set up for YouTube Shorts and do that tomorrow. And that will be the giveaway. I have a bunch of different shirts on my website. I'm probably going to pick the shirt for you and just send you one that way. And then I'll do a bottle as a second giveaway. And that bottle, I have yet to decide what I'm going to give away. I'm just thinking, I'm probably going to do a Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak. I only have 2 sealed bottles. I'll give away one. And then I think the other bottle I'm going to end up sending off to Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So isn't like a 50K batch one and you're 30K? I'm not sure how many they have. How much was Wild Turkey selling the Russell's Reserve 15 for? I got mine at a store for $299.99. They were selling them for $249.99, so $50 cheaper MSRP. But I have a feeling with after taxes and shipping, I would have been paying close to that price as well. I think you said you paid $310 out the door or something like that, Mr. Dave. I think that's probably what they would have been close to. So Daniel said it came out to $291 after taxes and shipping, so just under $300. So not bad. Just got back from a walk now, chilling before work tonight. Man, I'm glad I don't work night shifts anymore. That sucked. But good for you. Good on you. And good on the walk, too. It's been really hot outside for us, so it's been tough to go walking. Iceman, what's going on? Cheers, fam. Cheers. What's up, Hazmat? So I'm going to hold this bottle up one more time so you guys can see this. It's got a pretty good flavor profile. I like it. This was given to me from a subscriber of the channel. I met up with Albert at Total Wine, and I was doing a swap with him. I was giving him some samples, and he had brought some bottles he was no longer going to partake in, some open bottles. And then he brought that one, which I just opened. That one was a sealed bottle. So we got that. What else did we get? An Old Forester single barrel strength bourbon, the blue label. We got one of those. New Riff single barrel, and I think one other, plus this bourbon off hours whiskey. So pretty good. And I was happy to give him some pretty crazy samples so he could try some stuff he's never had before. So that was awesome. Steven said he's at work right now. I would be at work, but it's my day off, so I normally don't get home till about 9:15 unless I'm working overtime. Let's see what the tavern has. Adam's shouting me out on his Discord. So once I finish this pour, we'll move on to a new pour, and it'll probably be a sample. Got Locktar in the house. What's going on? So I've got 3 samples in this bag. These were from Michael Rodriguez, Imrod. And these were all Texas whiskey. They're Milam Green. They're single barrels. And I learned something new. So what's special about these Milam Green single barrels is, and I didn't know this, on their website and website only, they have a release called the Wildlife Series. And what the Wildlife Series is it's just a single barrel sticker, like a store pick is, and they pick an animal. So this is the most recent one, and this was a cardinal. So they had a yellow or gold sticker on the side with a cardinal. And these single barrels get pretty hot. So we got a 129.8, a 128.21, and a 131.2. We've got the cardinal, the mockingbird, and the white-tailed buck. So pretty interesting that Texas has taken the wildlife approach and has put animals on their tater stickers. So pretty cool. Wade said he's at the pool with the kiddos, trying to drive up my subs. Man, I really appreciate that. Like, If we can hit 1,000 subscribers, the real goal, and this is maybe the unrealistic goal, is not the end of this month, but the end of next month. That would be the 1 year of my channel. If we could hit 1,000 subscribers, get fully monetized, we're like 150 watch hours away. We're gonna blow those watch hours out of the water. We should hit that by the end of the next week, almost no problem, and definitely by the end of the month. Like so, watch hours not concerned about at this point. We'll have 4,000 watch hours, which is impressive. So I got to thank you guys for tuning into these live streams, especially the morning hunts where we go and pick up some allocated whiskey when we can find it, and showing the drive to and from. So that's really been helping the channel a lot. So, and that's also introduced us to a lot of new people because of the audience. So let's see. I'll join your membership once I return. Well, that's if I get medically cleared. Well, I'm kind of upset, man. You're getting deployed. Like you're gonna be gone for a little bit, man. I'm worried, but who's gonna receive all these whiskey samples? Who's gonna win all these giveaways if you're out and about? Hopefully, you can still tune in, and we can just keep a running total for you, and let you rack up the winnings, and then we'll just send them to you all at once. There we go. Locktar City loves that Milam Green. So yeah, we got 3 different ones. I think we're going to try them lowest proof to high proof. So we're going to go Mockingbird, Cardinal, White-tailed Buck. Did you say you were doing Patreon or YouTube paid? We're doing YouTube memberships. I don't do Patreon. Patreon, I would probably get a lot more of that revenue. YouTube takes 30%. I don't believe I offer enough additional content to push and advertise a Patreon. And I really want to give you guys value if you're going to be supporting me monetarily that way. The other way to do that would just be to send Venmo or PayPal, which I try to add my Venmo and PayPal in the description. It might seem cheesy or gimmicky, but it's there for if people want to show their support that way. They can leave a message and they can say, do not read out loud if I'm doing a live, or they can put whatever message they want me to read out loud on the screen too. So it's up to them. I'm not forcing anyone to become a channel member. It's just something additional that I will be offering will be giveaways. I won't necessarily be offering any premium or additional or membership only content. Maybe every once in a while, but nothing too crazy. But I do want to offer some giveaways. So those will be membership only giveaways through YouTube. What's best, Tater? Redskin, Klondike, Russet, or Sweet? Those russet potatoes are pretty damn good, to be honest. That's my guess. You got a long way to go. I've got a long way to go. We still got quite a bit of ground to make up, but we'll get there. What's going on, Nick Jones? Nick Jones doing the Lord's work for the boys. Picked up a lot of Dragon's Milk. A lot. So I'm excited to get the honey barrel. So I want to thank Nick. By the way, First Descendant is freaking awesome. Playing it now. Well, if you need to add me, I'll get you hooked up on that one. So you can either text me or message me on Discord. But we have a pretty good group, including part of the Whiskey Tube community, that does play the First Descendant. And some of us are further than others, but we've all been playing together and been having a great time. So pretty awesome game. I refer to it as Korean Destiny. Guys, they don't even charge you to hit the like button. It's free. Father Fortenberry said he just watched the Dino Nugget show and said, well done. Do you like how the gimbal was tracking on me and I kept moving back and forth because I was sweating and it was hot? It kept following me. I got to find a way to turn that down. It was on like moderate and it was like aggressively tracking me as I paced back and forth trying to keep cool. So this is the Milam Green Wildlife Mockingbird 128.21 proof. I want to give a special thanks to Michael Rodriguez. If he pops up in chat, he'll be Mrod. Thank you so much for, one, informing me that they do actually have a limited online release only of the Wildlife series. And then two, hooking me up with 3 samples. Apparently they only do like a single barrel of these. And once that single barrel is gone, those bottles are gone. There's no more. So pretty cool.
I don't know if they associate flavor with the name of the animal. I don't know how you would have something that's mockingbird flavor. So I think it's just something they do, and that's just the way they label them to keep track of them. But still pretty cool. Um, I know that the one he was showing me a picture of the cardinal. I was like, that would have been really cool when my grandmother was still alive, because that was one of her favorite birds was a cardinal. I'm like, wouldn't that have been a cool bottle to pick up to put for her on a shelf for her to have as a collector bottle? Because she had a cardinal collection. She also had a turtle and a frog collection, so that would have been great. How do we do the memberships? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. I just know that you're able to like essentially subscribe to my channel through a paid membership program. I don't know. I know that Carl was hooking up the homies by doing some giveaways by doing paid memberships for that. So it's interesting. I don't really know though. You might know more than me, so I'm not sure, Jeff. Yeah, we finally paid out Jesus the other day. He was drinking his samples the other night. I sent him two sample packs in one box, so we had 8 samples for him, including his punishment pour. Man, this is good. I should have known this first. It's got a lot of fruit on it. Got a little bit of that Texas funk, a lot of that wood taste, wood notes. But it's like a dried fruit. Not bitter though. It's very sweet. A lot of grape. A lot of grape. Yellow taters are the best, or redskins to me. Tom Black. Oh well. Hello, everyone. I need dragon's milk. So dragon's titties. Nick will probably help you out. And if he doesn't help you out, I will at least give you a sample from my bottle whenever I receive said bottle. I'll probably end up picking up a small batch as well, but he got some of the limited releases on the drop. So he had people had to proxy and wait in line. So pretty crazy, but he posted in the Discord. He had like a trunk full of bourbon of all those limited releases. So that was pretty cool. Level 29 on the first ascendant. Well, I'm assuming that's your character level. To put it in perspective on the amount of time I've dumped in that game already, Patrick, I have 3 level 40s. So we've definitely played quite a bit, and we've already beat the last boss on normal. We're starting to push the hard bosses. And Justin would love to play with you as well, Patrick. So you want to reach out via Discord, post your name and the hashtag with the 4 numbers afterwards. People can start adding you via Discord. Hit the like button, or you hate puppies. I love you, Jeff. You hate puppies and you will like Willet Pot still. It is criminal that you don't have 1,000 subs. I will shoot a hunt video every day this week and be sure to shout you out in every video till you get to 1K. That's freaking awesome, Adam. I really appreciate that. We've been trying to do a lot of hunts too in the morning on the days we go to work too, because they're not really letting us do overtime the same way. So since we can't do overtime, might as well do YouTube. And man, has it gotten expensive. We got a little book chapter 8 the other day along with 2 other bottles. If you guys can guess those other 2 bottles based off the thumbnail, that might be what we're giving away tonight. So we'll see though. Imagine that skunk flavor. Oh, geez, please no. I'm trying to drink. I'm at 262, climbing to 500. I feel like once you hit 500, like at that point, you have a pretty built community as far as the if you did it through videos, like long form content rather than shorts. I will start putting some more shorts out there. I've had a couple that are funny. I've got more ideas, but I need to keep going. Tom Black said RJ's post in Bourbon Hall's Discord woke me up from my nap. Not mad about it. Well, if you are mad about it, you can just ban me. But cheers, buddy. This Mockingbird is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not very refined. It tastes youthful. A little bit more ethanol on it. It's not very well rounded, but man, it's got a good flavor profile. I do like this. Hopefully, I'll get to try a bit of that little book 8 next week. Absolutely. We opened up a little book chapter 8. We're out of sample bottles, but Tyler has our sample bottles. He ordered them for us, so we got to get him paid. We got to get samples poured up for Mr. Rusty. Rusty won the last giveaway, so we will, in fact, do Little Book Chapter 8 as a sample for him. An additional promise I said, the 4 samples that I am sending to him, all of the bottles will have at least a $200 value or greater on secondary. So Rusty cannot say he is not one and one big. You're only doing one video a week now. Yeah, work can't make that very difficult. We'll film and post one tomorrow. Tons of samples to do. And that's where I'm at. I have so many freaking samples. I have probably at least 90 samples, maybe more. And we've been trying to drink them down, do some content on some, just enjoy others on their own. But 90 plus samples. We got Mr. Riley Tesla, who's going to be coming back to town. And he's got a YouTube channel. He says our YouTube channel, as in mine and his, and wants to do a podcast. So we're going to try to do a podcast style where we use bourbon to start and end the podcast. And we might talk about it a little bit in between. With the podcast, we're going to have a couple topics. We might eventually have some special guests on there too to have for the podcast. But what we'll probably use is a lot of the whiskey samples I have to help get through them, to help generate and use those as some support for that live stream. So if you guys are wanting to see that live stream, I will get that link up and posted shortly, and I'll make sure I share that as well. Justin just sent me a direct message. I will keep that in mind, but we are going to hold off for that tonight. We will use that for another night if you are still willing at a later date. He said anything but Weller single barrel. Justin's offering to do a sample giveaway tonight, but we're going to pass that down the road. We do have plans for more sample giveaways, but right now, since I'm out of samples, I don't want someone else giving away samples if I can't give away samples. So what I'm going to give away tonight, and if you guys haven't guessed it already, we picked up one of these bottles from Tyler. It's a Green River single barrel. It's a full proof, and this one's 119 proof. And that's printed on there. Oh, if I get that to focus, that's printed on there like that. And then we went to the store the other day, and they printed it on there a little bit different. So we got a different label. But we got not just one Green River full proof to give away tonight. Because why would anyone want samples if I don't have any sample bottles? Because then they got to wait. So we're going to give away a bottle. But we got 2 bottles to give away. So we'll announce that giveaway. Well, we'll let it run right now. That way we can have it prepared. I'm going to have that scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You guys can send through my description, Venmo or PayPal. PayPal, I pay a small fee because it's a business account. Venmo, I don't pay any fees. If you send it through Super Chats, YouTube will take 30% of that. So every $5 you send, they're taking 30% of that, just so you're aware. So if you want to fully support me, you can send it through Venmo or PayPal. If you don't want me to read the message, put "do not read" as the first few words in the comment or description. And then just post a message in the comment section that, hey, check Venmo, check PayPal, then I'll check it. And if you don't want me to read it, I won't read it. If you want me to read it, I will read it. Or Super Chats, which can pop up on screen. I can also obviously highlight and read those as well. But I am going to, in fact, give away 2 Green River single barrel full proofs that are both 117.3 proof from Specs. So Daniel said he just sent me more. I think I did get some more stuff just the other day, and I think I've got more stuff on the way. I did get tracking from Daniel. Mr. Dave Vogelsang sent me a package as well, so I got 2 coming from one from Daniel and one from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So we definitely got some stuff on the way. I'm showing 17 likes, and we got 23 people watching. So if anyone wants to be entered in to win a bottle, not a sample, a bottle of Green River, now's your chance. That one sample that was habanero moonshine was the most disgusting shit I've ever drank. That's why it was a punishment for Jesus. So we were giving away last place duck race wins. We were giving away some punishment boards, and then we had a habanero honey moonshine. It's only 70 proof. That was awful. Oh, I do love all the samples. I mean, it gives me the ability, like right now, we're trying the Mockingbird from Milam and Green, a single barrel that I will never be able to try again, but just being able to try something different, another Texas whiskey too. I have had Milam and Green, but this specific single barrel I have not, and just figure out, that there's some better offerings out there that we just have to get to and we have to try eventually once we start trying some stuff we like. Dave Vogelsang is definitely guilty of this. He sends me some crazy stuff. We try it, we like it, and then guess what? We got to go buy a bottle of it because we liked it so much. And sometimes we're willing to pay secondary just to have a bottle because it was that freaking good. That's why like Michter's 10 years is one of the top on my list to get, whether I can trade into it or potentially buy one at MSRP, was because of a sample from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So fire. Wanting to try that Green River. I've sent quite a few samples out from my bottle. Whenever I get more samples, this is all I have left. A lot of cherry, a lot of fruit, very good at 119 proof. It drinks well below its proof. It is a delicious pour. I would love to send out some samples of that Green River full proof, minus the 2 bottles we're getting ready to give away. The first one you held up was a single barrel. Pretty sure they're both single barrels. Oh, no, I lied. It's just a full proof. So he's right. This says single barrel. And then on the proof point, it says full proof. And this just says full proof. It doesn't say this is a single barrel. So these are probably batched. So that was my misunderstanding. I didn't interpret it correctly. So mine were not single barrels that I'm giving away. I apologize. We can change that banner. Let's see if I can hide that for a second and change that, and we'll take off single barrel. They're just full proofs. Save that, and then back up. No more single barrels. Sorry. Thank you. Good catch on that. Steven pointed out that the first one I have is indeed a single barrel full proof, but the 2 I'm giving away, they're not single barrels. They're just full proof, so they're batched. He sent me one. I can't wait, but also terrified as well. LOL. It's pretty bad. Like if you have that mango habanero moonshine, it's not good. Other 2 are foolproof from Green River. I'm sure they're still exceptional pours, Steven, but thank you so much for catching that and correcting me because I probably would have played with it until then. Just trying to help. Well, you did exactly that. You helped. I don't know why I didn't see that. I was wondering why the labels were so different. I can't even freaking read. One says single barrel, one says foolproof. Read the damn sign. Come on now. Let's see. I'm sending him a mango Serrano moonshine as payback. No, thank you, sir. I will politely decline. What's going on, Brett? Tater Dom with the super chat saying, cheers, RJ. Check Venmo, please. I did get a donation as well from Zell, from Mr. Jesus. So before we continue, let me go ahead and get a notepad up because all of these we're going to manually type in so we can get a list compiled for said giveaway. Let's make this a little smaller and then make their notepad a little bigger. All right, so we got Jesus from the Bloody 81. We got Tater Dom with the super chat, and now we're going to come over and check Venmo because we did get a couple Venmo entries as well. I do appreciate that, guys. I'm not forcing anyone to send anything through Venmo, but I do get 100% if you sent it through Venmo versus if you sent it through super chats or PayPal. There's a fee that comes out. So got Justin Harry who's in chat with the 2 times entry. We got Hazmat with the 2 times entry. And bear with me, if you guys sent a message, I'm going to have to click on them individually, and I will try to read them out for you guys. We got Nick Jones with the 2 times entry. We got William Rumpf for an entry as well. And then let's see if we can click on these and read them. William Rumpf with the gas emoji. Got Nick Jones. Appreciate all you do, bud. Thank you so much, Nick. Trying to get these transactions pulled up. Mr. Tater Dom with the cheers and a bunch of shirt emojis. We got Hazmat Compton with the cheers. We got Justin Harry with a, if I win, pick a random viewer that liked the live to give it to. I'm not sure how to actually see if someone has or hasn't liked the live. So I guess I would just have to challenge everyone to make sure they hit the like. And until we hit the same viewers as like ratio, that's how we would have to play that game. Giving away, no, they're too good. Tora, you said you already got one, right? Like you said you got one? Because I think you were one of the people that asked for one, and I told you if I found one, I'd reach out, and you made it sound like you had already got one from, I think, Les. So when I found out and I picked up two, one of those was supposed to go to you, but I think you said you already found one. So we're going to just have to give them away. Oh, well. Yes, Jesus, I got you on Zelle. Appreciate that. I don't think Zelle lets you put a note on there that I can read. So you can just type it in chat and I'll highlight it when I get to it. Hope to see the Green River weeded foolproof. That would be pretty good. Went looking for a Green River cast strength today, but nothing. You know, I haven't seen them really in the area at all. The specs I normally go to, I go to almost, I would say at least 3 to 4 times a week. I go to one of the specs, and they almost never have it. And then they had it the other day, so I picked up the 2 bottles they had. They only had 2, so I picked up both. Whiskey Shaman, what's going on? How much is an entry? $5. We're doing $5 entries. I don't care if I even get enough money to cover the cost of the bottles or the shipping. We're giving away both bottles regardless. I want to say they were like $45, $50. They were a lot cheaper than I expected. I think the one I picked up from Tyler, which was the single barrel foolproof. Correction, this one says single barrel. The others are just 2 full proofs. Were $45, $46. So for full proof, that's non-single barrel, $46 before tax, $50 out the door roughly. Shipping's like what, maybe $10 depending on how close or far you are. $60 a bottle, $120 for both of them. I don't even care if we hit 120 or not. Either way, we're giving away both. So if you guys want a chance to win them, now's the chance. Jessica, we got you in. They're watching. If that's easier, get that view time up. Yeah, no, I mean if they are watching, that's even better because view time. It used to be really, really important to me because we were really pushing towards those watch hours to get the first tier monetization, which was 3,000 hours of watch time. Now that we started doing a lot more lives, including those morning bourbon hunts, watch time has not been a problem. So I definitely understand why Adam from Major Zero was doing so many lives, or not lives, but the bourbon hunt videos, because even the bourbon hunt videos were getting a lot. I'm about halfway through mine. I've destroyed my Green Rivers. Lost power from the storm. Is going to jet and get the phone charged up before dead. Stay well, nerds. Bonding over whiskey said, "Hey, RJ, we'll DM you later. See about meeting up next week if you're down." Absolutely. And then the comment that you made on my video, if you really want that bottle, we can make that happen. But I wasn't going to respond just because of the nature of the comment and how YouTube might perceive that. So, but yeah, we can make that happen. We got Daniel for 2 entries as well. Let me make sure we get these typed out so we have the correct numbers. So we got some people with multiple entries. I got to type their name twice, which is not a problem. So as of right now, I need to check my PayPal. Trying to get this a refresh. Looks like Jessica just sent another donation. Daniel said, "What up, player?" Oh, that first one you wanted Paul to be entered in. Okay. Paul B entry. And then Jessica, did you actually enter for yourself? Oh, also Paul B entry. That's fine. I got them in there. So we've got 3 entries for Paul B sent by Jessica. We've got 2 for Daniel, 1 for William, 2 for Nick Jones, 2's for Hazmat, 2 for Justin Harry, 1 for Tater Dom, and 1 for Jesus so far. We're getting ready to pour up. Like I said, we got a couple more samples we're going to get to. And then after we get through the next 2 samples, then we'll do that giveaway. Nothing via PayPal, which is fine. Because like I said, I got a business account. We pay fees on that. But now that you said you won't win, maybe you'll win. Steven Scone got you in for 1. I see, and I'll gladly make that trade. My only request is that you have opened bottles to hand me samples because I have tried them, but I have a feeling they ain't my jam. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try open bottles of whichever ones you want, man, send me a direct message, send me a list of what samples you want, and we'll make it happen, man. I have no problem sharing what whiskey I have with anybody and everybody. I don't care if it's a $200 bottle or a $2 bottle. It's out there for anybody and everybody to try. Just got to make sure we get some samples cooked up and sent your guys' way. So now we're going to pour up the Milam and Green Wildlife Series, the Cardinal, which is 129.8 proof, courtesy of Emrod, Michael Rodriguez. There we go. Jesus hyping it up too, saying Green River Full Proof is delicious and loved it. Very, very good proof. 119 proof. That was a single barrel full proof. Well below its proof point when you're drinking it. A lot of fruit notes. Very, very good. Very easy drinker. Really love that. I'll be back. Got to actually do something at work. No problem, man. If you win, obviously it's a paid entry, so you're gonna definitely win, and we'll get in touch with you and get you paid out. That Cardinal's a little bit easier to drink. Still really good. A lot more fruit on that one. Man, some of these are just great. I didn't even know these existed. Love the Green River sheared and the regular. Haven't seen the single barrel and full proof. They have a wheated. I think they have a rye. They have 1 or 2 other offerings too, and then they have these full proofs. If you can find these full proofs, especially these full proof single barrels, freaking heavy hitter. Like, I'm almost sad that this is going to be gone, but I have a feeling I'll be able to find and get another one eventually. But great bottle. Really love that. Such a fantastic pour for what it is. I expect to see more from Green River. I know some people are hoping to see some full proof rye as well. Haven't seen them in Chicago either. Well, I have a feeling, just like a lot of these places, the distribution is just not that great. I'm hoping that they start pushing the distribution to some further states. And that goes for every distillery, every bottle. I think some of them, they just don't have enough funds or revenue or the means or needs to push their bottles to all audiences. You find the Maker's Mark Hart or Casey Burrye yet? I've seen both of them for sale. I got a guy local to me. He's got one for sale. And then I got one that is They picked up in another state, but I haven't seen either one here in Texas just yet. Yeah, a foolproof rye would be a crazy heavy hitter. Hey, what's up, Ross? The kids want to jam out the whole while we drive. Yeah, let them jam out, man. I'll be here. We got this pour to go through. We got one more sample, which we'll pour up a little bit of to try. We'll do the giveaway, and we'll see who's going to win one of the first bottle of the Green River Foolproof, and then we'll run the second race pretty shortly after to see if anyone's going to win that second bottle. What does the Green River single barrel run if it is showing up in the AL app but not available yet? So just the foolproof non-single barrel is $47. And then the single barrel foolproof, quoting Tyler on this one, I want to say it was around $65. So foolproof for 45, single barrel foolproof for about 65. Pretty good value for what you get. What's going on, Paul? Oh, he's trying some Balcones, Grand Cru, some Texas whiskey. I like Balcones. I will be honest. I do like Balcones. I have a Glencairn from them too. There we go. Dave Oglesang knows it up. He has 3 Green River single barrels at 119 proof in Illinois. And my Benny's in Rockford has the foolproof on the shelf. Hell yeah. Those single barrels, man, those are heavy hitters. I'm so glad that I was able to try that and then get an actual bottle of it. Just learned regular Four Roses single barrel uses OBSV recipe with 35% rye, apparently, which interests me a lot. Single barrel strength Four Roses, they have so many different recipes. Like, you really have to know what flavor profile you're looking for, or just collect them all and try them all, because there's so many different offerings. Pretty crazy. So right now, just to recap, we got Jesus Tater Dom, 2 for Justin Harry, 2 for Hazmat, 2 for Nick Jones, 1 for William, 3 for Paul, 2 for Daniel, and 1 for Steven. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 entries to win not just 1, but 2 bottles of Green River Foolproof. So pretty good odds. Only see the small batches here. Honestly, even the small batches are pretty good. Got a little bit more heat on this Cardinal that's kind of creeping up on me. Trying to calm that palate down. Might have to break out the mixed nuts. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. And now we're going to pour up the White-Tailed Buck, which is a 131.2 proof. Pour up a little bit of that. That'll be our final pour of our Milam and Green Wildlife series for tasting. And then once we're done with this Glen, not too much in here, we will go ahead and set up a race, which we did pay for the premium version. So if you guys want to see something other than ducks, tell me what you guys want to see. Think we can do like runners, think we can do cars, think they have deer, monsters, all kinds of stuff, robots. We can do other races now. So it was $24 for the year. I think we definitely have put our hand in the YouTube as far as duck races go. And I think that has been something that I've given to a lot of channels to use So good on them for utilizing that. And now it's time to support the actual website so that way I can continue to push my channel further. Another thing that I feel like I've probably contributed is last place losers being winners and doing punishment pours. I've started seeing a few more channels exercise and utilize that as well. So, pretty interesting to see how a small YouTuber such as myself has an impact on some of these other channels and how they operate and run with these giveaway races and even doing last place winners. We're still trying to come up with some more intuitive ways to do some things. Not necessarily for giveaways, just for content itself. Trying to take in some ideas. We have quite a few. We got some funny ones. It's just a matter of actually exercising what we got going on. I definitely want to get with Mr. Bourbon Hunter, and we already have everything preset. We just need to get a little bit of a script, get a date set, time set, and then roll because we've got some samples that we've traded. And I think I got some pretty funny content that'll be coming out where we'll do a live kind of back and forth banter with Mr. Hunter from the Bourbon Hunter. And I think that'll be great. It's just a matter of us actually being able to take the time to do it. If there's any other YouTube channels, especially some of you guys that are in the chat that would love to do some collaboration, I have some crazy ideas and I would love to use those and work with you guys and try to make something happen just for fun. Last night for the last place, did a sample of Russell's Reserve 15. Yeah, the last place thing, that's kind of another thing I was doing for quite a bit too. And I'm not sure if I was the first one to do that, but the whole punishment pour where I'll send you one really shitty pour, like a 70 proof moonshine that's honey habanero flavored, and then 3 other samples. I never send just one. I'm sending you samples. You're getting at least a 4-pack of 3 absolute banger whiskeys and then 1 terrible one. That's kind of how we've been pushing those for the giveaways, but we're currently out of sample bottles. I've gone through 3 72 packs of sample bottles, plus we also reuse sample bottles that we've received. So once we get through these 100 samples that I have, we'll have another 100 bottles plus the 72 count that Tyler picked up for us. So we'll definitely have a lot more samples to give away very shortly. But I want to just remind you guys, shipping is not cheap. I think my cheapest shipping is like $6, and then my most expensive one was like 20, 27, 28 bucks. That was a big package. I had a lot of stuff in it though. Well, this one, I put it back over there. It's the, what is it? White-tailed buck was a lot more smoother, even though it was higher proof. A lot more fruity notes too. Pretty darn good. I do like this. Ooh. A little heat creeping up on the back end. Not bad though. Get our list copied up, and then let's get a website up and running. We are going to run this on an ultra wide, so hopefully the aspect ratio isn't terrible for you guys. Once again, the entries we have Jesus, Tater Dom, 2 for Justin Harry, 2 for Hazmat, 2 for Nick Jones, 1 for William, 3 for Paul, 2 for Daniel, and 1 for Steven. And that's 15. Let's go ahead and present that. Share screen, duck race, boom. We'll set this one for, we'll do 222 for Doc for old fashioned ways. So 2 minutes, 22 seconds. We'll shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll run it. Mute the audio because I don't know if anyone wants us to actually hear the audio. It gets a little loud, a little obnoxious. So once again, Dave Vogelsang said, signing off, tornado sirens going off. Stay safe, brother. Stay safe. Make sure my whiskey samples make it safely too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm more worried about you. I just thought it'd be funny. It's not funny. Tornadoes are not a joke. Please don't take them lightly. He's good for signing off, and he does need to go seek shelter. Don't ever take those sirens as a joke. You just never know. It could cost you your life. Stay safe, brother. So this is for the first Green River foolproof. We still have the scrolling text across the bottom. You're more than welcome to continue to enter in. But right after this race, we'll pour up something else. We'll have a pour. We'll drink it. Once we're done with that, we're going to run the second race. So any new names want to join that list, it's $5 per entry. You can do Super Chat, Venmo, or PayPal. If you do Venmo or PayPal, just put a message in chat so I know that you sent money so I can make sure I get you added to the list. And we'll give away that second bottle. And I think for our next pour, we're going to pour up from Bourbon and Balls, Old Stubborn. So pretty excited to try that. Straight Up Sips said, we got you on the Venmo. I see that, sir. We've got Marshall from Straight Up Sips for 2 entries. And let's click on that too and see if we got a message that says, here you go. Yeah, keep in mind, I'll read the messages too. So if you type the message out, if you don't want me to read it, say do not read out loud or something like along those lines. And we'll make sure that we don't read it out loud. So Marshall, we'll get you in for the second race for sure. So we still have one more Green River foolproof to give away right after this. But we got, coming up on the last 10 seconds. William Hall wants to know what the race is for. We're currently giving away a bottle of Green River foolproof. We have a pour of Old Stubborn that we're going to drink. And then after that, we're going to run for another one. Justin Harry, you did win. And per your message, which you're subject to change if you would like, you said, if I win, pick a random viewer that liked the live to give it to. Do you still want me to give it to someone else? Or do you want to designate someone that's currently watching to win? So how we're going to do this now. Let's see. We're going to go back. We're going to do names, edit list. We're going to take one of Justin's entries off. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to add Marshall. Not once, but twice. If it's easier, pick someone that's watching. I can, but because I have a bias, as you see, Jeff's posting Drizzo and Drizzo's wife repeatedly. Why don't you pick someone from the chat? You don't have to pick right now. Just we're gonna enjoy this Old Stubborn. We'll run the second race, and then when the second race concludes, I want you to delegate the winner for the first race. That way it stays a mystery on who's actually going to claim the first bottle. So we do have one more bottle to give away. William Hall just got in for 2 entries. So we're going to be adding William Hall on there as well. This will be for the second Green River foolproof. And we will run this race once I finish drinking this pour. So let me stop sharing my screen for right now. So we're going to finish the Old Stubborn pour. We're going to enjoy that, try that. I've never had it before. And then at that point, whenever we get a winner for the second bottle, that's when I want you to announce, Justin, if you don't mind, anybody who's watching, you can nominate them as the winner for that first bottle to keep it a mystery till then. Could I pass 2 of my 3 entries to William Hall, please? Do you want me to? Did you send
Did I have you for 3 entries? I feel like I butchered you. Did I not have enough entries for you? Oh, I didn't. I butchered that. I feel so bad. Tater Dom. You want to pass some to William Hall? I'm so sorry. I didn't even have you for 3 entries. I don't know why I didn't add that on there. I butchered that. I am so sorry, sir. We have 2 more entries added to William Hall, but I really have to apologize for that first race because I didn't put the in the parentheses 3 times for you, Tater Dom. That was my bad. I completely goofed. Girlfriend is helping me pick. Perfect. Yeah, she can pick anyone that's been commenting, and then once we run the next race, we'll have you designate that person then. Tater Dom, no, don't do that. I don't know. He really wants you to win. I just feel so bad, Tater Dom. I'm so sorry. I didn't have you down for 3. We're gonna copy from the list now. Hang on, we're gonna take out 1 entry. Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V. Boom. 20 entries as we have right now. I butchered that. I apologize. Very generous. This is too late, William Hall. You're in for 4 entries, sir. Cast 529. You still here? Uh-oh. He might be designating a winner before. Old Stubborn, though. I've never had this before. So if you guys have ever tried Old Stubborn, pretty rare bottle. Pretty big secondary. Doesn't really get distributed in Texas. A lot of vanilla. A lot of vanilla. Like just vanilla. Maybe like a cream soda too. Wow. A little bit of chocolate. Old Stubborn, man, this smells great. Wow. A little bitter, a lot of chocolate, a little bit of that vanilla, but it's like vanilla bean. Whiskey Corner. We got Carlos in the chat. Man, what a unique nose and what an even more unique flavor profile in Old Stubborn. What a crazy sample. Bourbon and Balls. Charlie sent the sample. Holy shit. Good color, good nose, good flavor. That's really good. I mean, there's just no other way to put that. That's just really good. Well, you guys didn't come here to watch me salivate over Old Stubborn. So we're going to pound this pour down. We're going to present the race. We're going to run the second race. And it looks like Justin might have to pick or have his girlfriend pick someone else because someone might be absent that was going to be picked. You were supposed to wait, but it looks like you're going to have to redesignate anyways because I don't believe they're present. They didn't respond to your message. So we're going to go ahead and run this. Carlos, since you're watching, how long would you like this race to be? Keep in mind, this is a race for a Green River Foolproof Bourbon. Our second bottle we're going to give away, as Justin had won the first one and is going to delegate the second winner. How long do you want me to run this race for? I'm going to let Carlos decide. We did 222 for old-fashioned ways, but he wasn't even in chat. We just did that out of us wanting to just be a goofball. How long you want this to be for? Adam, we're not doing 3 hours. Carlos, 3 minutes sounds way more respectable. We're going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Burn.
Music on max. I mean, yeah, we can do that max. Sound effects too. Clackers going. 30 minutes. No. And make it a snail race. I probably should have changed it up for the duck race, but no one really said anything about what they wanted to see for the race. That's okay. So, Justin, it looks like the person you were trying to delegate, even though I asked you to wait, isn't here. So, keep in mind at the end of this 3 race, we're going to have a winner, and I'm going to need you to designate an additional winner. 3 hour of duck race music. There are actual YouTube channels out there that do these duck races as well for other giveaways. Also, private groups that do these, and they do actually have them run 3 hours, which I find incredibly hilarious. Keep that in mind, guys. Justin and his girlfriend are watching the comments diligently. So if you want to have a chance to win that first bottle of Green River Foolproof that Justin won that he's going to be designating for somebody else, you're going to have to comment. So we got 21 people watching. You got to drop some comments in there. Spam some comments if you have to. Be like Jeff from Drizzle Nation. Jeff, you can get Aaliyah on there too. Make her spam too. Maybe you can have a chance to get a bottle. Yeah, Craig, you are late to the party, but you're not necessarily late to win. So we got a race going. It was $5 per entry, but Justin won. He's going to delegate, him and his girlfriend going to delegate the winner to somebody else from the chat. So just start spamming comments and maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe Justin and his wife will pick you. But this ship has sailed. We got 52 seconds left on the clock. We're giving away 2 Green River Foolproofs. The first one Justin won. Justin's going to be deciding who wins that first one, and the second bottle will be decided by this race. Glass wants to know how late we're streaming. I don't plan on streaming too much longer. I just want to give away both these bottles. I'm going to finish my pour. I was going to finish this pour before we ran the race, but you guys want to see the race. You don't want to see me drink. We're going to enjoy this pour, and then we're probably going to hop over on Discord, or we might hop onto another live. We'll see if we get invited to another one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really does mean a lot to me. The donations too really help to pay for at least shipping and offset some of the bottle costs. And I'm just super excited to be able to give away a Green River Foolproof. And the winner of the second bottle is William Hall with 15 out of 20. To let you know how many that is, there was 20 entries. So William Hall, with your 2 entries, you would have won even without Tater Dom's, just to let you know. So congratulations, William Hall. Got a W for Mr. William Hall. So we're going to go ahead and delete our list, add to our giveaway winners. We just dropped this package off. We're going to add to the list William Hall. And we're going to put you down for a Green River Foolproof bottle. We got Rusty that I still owe samples to, including Little Book sample, along with bottles valued of $200 or greater. Show Me the Proof. If we ever find Show Me the Proof, he won a bottle of Widow Jane Applewood. That's a rye. If we can find him. Charles Davis also won a punishment pour, which we might have Charles Davis's information now. I'll have to double check. And then the very last person who's going to win the second Green River, or I should say the first Green River Foolproof, is going to be up to Justin and his girlfriend to decide. So we did get a winner. We got William Hall for the first bottle. Ross said trying to super chat, but it won't let me. It's okay. Giveaway's done. Appreciate the generous donations. Jess, cheers. What did Justin win? Justin won a Green River Foolproof, but he's going to designate a winner for a bottle to someone else. And then the second bottle, so Justin's deciding who gets this one. William Hall has won the second one. So that will conclude the giveaways for tonight. So if you guys were just here for the giveaways, feel free to head on out. There will probably be no more giveaways, but I do absolutely love your guys' support. So thank you so much. Let's see. Drinking short barrel honey. Short barrel honey. I was drinking the Bee's Knees short barrel. Freaking delicious. Nick Jones is going to be sending me the Dragon's Milk honey. It's non-toasted. I didn't get the honey bun. I just got the honey barrel, and I'm super excited to try that. Got to leave for work, but I can always put it up on my phone. Well, we're getting ready to end the live stream, but I really appreciate that. It really helps with the watch time. He won the first Green River. Nice. Haven't seen any Green River yet. Hoping to find the rye sometime. The ryes are slowly starting to come to our area. I know you're just a little bit west of me. Green River weeded is good, but these, I'm telling you, these full proofs, freaking Grand Slam home run winners. Is Hazmat Compton still in the chat? There we go. Oh, that's so amazing. Thank you. It's supposed to say thank you ever so kindly, Justin. So we got Hazmat Compton, a designation from Justin for the Green River single barrel or full proof. Sorry, not single barrel, full proof. Green River full proof. So William Hall, Hazmat Compton, you guys have won. William Hall, I have your information. Hazmat, I don't know if I have your information. So if you please would reach out to me via Discord or email, my email address, we're going to post that in the chat right now. Please send me a message, Hazmat Compton, to my email address. I have it highlighted on screen. Oh, I butchered it. Let me freaking delete that because I didn't even spell my own freaking name right. Embarrassing. There we go. Let's turn that banner off because our giveaway has concluded. That is my Gmail address. So if you could send me an email, Hazmat Compton, or if you could send me a message on Discord, I will get you taken care of. Justin, thank you so much for donating your win to Hazmat. William Hall, I have your information, so I will get that taken care of as well. Give me some time. I just sent a package out today, but I will get them both boxed up and get them taken care of as soon as I get Hazmat's information. Like I said, William Hall, I have your information, so we'll definitely get you taken care of all day, every day. We'll make it happen, and you'll have your Green River Full Proof in hand within probably the next week or two. Old Stubborn, though. Pretty good sample, almost none left. We might have to pour up some more because this is very unique, nose and palate. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom, what's going on? We're going to open up the StreamYard for anybody and anybody. I mean anybody who wants to join. You want to come on camera or come on just audio? You can have your camera off. That's fine. More than welcome to. We're in a live stream shortly. You can come on, say some stuff to the chat, or do a quick backstage. We normally move over to Discord instead of doing backstage on StreamYard, but we will actually do a little bit of a backstage on StreamYard just so we can have a little bit of a private conversation. If anybody wants to come in, other than obviously the Discord and the gamers, because we're probably going to be playing some games with Justin here shortly, you guys are more than welcome to hop on StreamYards, have a conversation. We'll probably take about another 10 to 25, 30 minutes maybe on the after hour part, if depending on that conversation, who joins goes. And then we're going to go play some games with the boys. So anybody who's playing the First Ascendance, we will be playing that. We will not be streaming that. That's going to be private content with the boys, enjoying and socializing. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. Thank you so much for you guys supporting the live stream and having the chance to win the Green River Full Proofs. Once again, congratulations to William Hall. And then congratulations to Justin Harry, who then designated our winner to Hazmat Compton. So Hazmat Compton, congratulations by proxy. Freaking awesome. We do have someone backstage. We're going to bring him forward. And then shortly we'll be ending. So we're going to bring him on to the live, though, and then we'll end shortly and go backstage. But say hello to Straight Up Sips. We have Marshall.
What's going on, dude? How's it going?
Hey, what's going on? I mean, what's going on is we had no freaking chicken wings, so we used dino nuggets.
That's all right. That's all right.
Crazy hot sauce because we were too lazy to stop by. We thought about stopping at Wingstop and asking them for 3 of their hottest hot sauces. We can actually make it a challenge. But then we don't even read the freaking rules. You said 120 proof or greater, and we didn't pour 120 proof or greater except for 1 pour. So I butchered the shit out of that.
No, you're good, dude. No, I thought it was hilarious.
The Green River was 119 proof. It was close.
You're close. No, it was all good. Now, honestly, it was one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched. It was so funny, just because it was you originally you had water beside you, and you were like, we're not going to need that. And then about midway through, you were like, well, you just took a sip. Well, I guess we do need water. Never mind.
I'm like, yeah. I need it, and I needed it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it creeps up on you fast. It really does.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that challenge. Like, I watched you do it. I'm thinking, like, you can smell quite a bit, but the taste is just shot. Like, the taste buds are gone.
Ruined.
And the only reason why I guessed what I guessed, and I even put in the description, I don't know if you saw that, I'm like, I cheated. Like, I poured my own blind because I was the only one home. So, like, I knew what bottles were included.
Yeah. Yeah, it was intense. I had Alyssa. She poured all the blind for me, so I had no idea. But I was able to pick out just a few things. But it really was nothing special there. I was it was kicking my tail.
I just thought that was the greatest thing ever. I've never seen anyone else do a wings and bourbon challenge. That's not really something you pair together.
No,
normally it's beer and wings.
Yeah.
So
well,
the
that was
fact
the
that you
point.
did bourbon and wings, I was like, damn, we are going through the absolute craziness.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those things. It'd be really entertaining. That I hadn't seen too much on. I think there's a couple things with like people eating some wings or whatever, doing like the hot wings challenge or whatever. But I just thought it was something different. I thought it was really cool.
I stole part of your description for the rules. I stole part of the title just so we can make sure everyone could associate it. I made sure I pinged you in it too.
Oh no,
so everyone knew where the challenge came from, and then I had to add like the rules I broke as part of the list because I'm like I didn't follow the rules.
Yeah, you're good, man. No, it was awesome.
Dino nuggets are not chicken wings.
Well, when you have sauce on it, it's chicken. It works.
And that's why I was like, you know what? We're going to bite the whole thing that has the sauce on it. And then afterwards we went back.
And watching you, the amount of sauce you were getting on those things, man, was nuts. I mean, I had.
If I didn't have to hold the plate up, I would have just taken the little saucer cup and poured it on there just so I could show you guys like dripping.
I mean, no, you were spinning it. You were spinning it around in that Joker. I was like, holy crap. This is good. I was like, this is going to kick his tail.
We did it shirtless, and then the freaking gimbal kept following me, so it was tracking, and I kept moving because I'm over here like sweating my ass off. My face is flushing and turning red. I'm like, oh, it's getting hot.
Yeah, it was great. It was perfect.
The more the camera moved wasn't because there was a bad cameraman. That was the gimbal following me. That it was moving because I was sweating.
It was great.
Definitely gonna find some more challenges to try to do and actually follow through with. And that was a good one. I really liked that one. That was fun.
I'm glad you liked it. We really enjoyed coming up with what we were gonna do for it. I figured because I think the original person that started, that had mentioned something that kind of got me thinking about that. I think it was Matt from Whiskey Wisdom. He was saying that he loves doing blinds, but one of the things that's the hardest thing to do is, as far as like getting a good amount of views or whatever, making it entertaining is blinds. And so I was like, I think I got something that might make it a little bit more entertaining. So that was where that came from. But yeah,
honestly, just whiskey reviews in general and blinds are both very terrible for the algorithm. Even if you designate the bottles in the title, unless it's something that's like super like new or super allocated, reviews will do terrible unless it gets traction. A bottle that I had was I sent that bottle to Barrel Dave, but I bought a bottle of Charles Goodnight, And I did a review a long time ago. It was one of the first reviews I did on my channel where I was buying random bottles. It was like $75. It's 6-year-old Texas whiskey. Comes in a dark black opaque bottle, similar to like Willet Weeded does. And then that Willet Weeded has this one has like a Longhorn medallion. So
yeah, I haven't seen that one, but
the reason why that one got any kind of traction recently was Europe. So we're talking overseas. They got a gold medal that they gave that bottle because they really liked it. And the reason why they liked it, because I did not like it. The reason why they liked it, though, is it's very similar to Scotch Profile. 6 years in Texas with 30 consecutive days of 100+ degree weather. The barrel is going to yield very little. The flavor profile had a lot of like black pepper and a lot of like oaky mesquite wood tasting notes and a lot of that char from the barrel it came through. It was very hot, very ethanol forward, but the flavor profile off the mesquite and the pepper is very similar to what someone would get in a Scotch. So it didn't surprise me that it won. It just did surprise me that when you go and search for that bottle, Charles Goodnight, I'm one of the very few channels that actually has a review on it. So that video actually gained some additional traction. That was a super old, half-assed video, and it was a double bottle review. So I reviewed not just one, but 2 bottles, and then they were very different from each other in the same video. So the traction was like, hey, people are skipping to watch that part. As soon as that part's done, they're leaving the video because that's what they came there for, so they can see if it's worth picking up. But I'm like, it's kind of crazy to think about. You know, you get something new, something exciting. Russell's Reserve 15. Enough people have it now. It's like you're too late to the party if you're getting it now or getting it in the next week or two. But when you get something that comes out new, if you can, once you get monetized, I think that's where the difference happens. You're able to spend more money to buy one of those bottles sooner, do a review, and hope to go viral with that review.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really just getting there first.
Because even if the biggest channels go live with it, like Bourbon Junkies or Bruzel, it doesn't matter. The point is, Mash and Drum, if they go live with it first, people watch that review, they value those guys' palates, but maybe not everyone's on sync or on par with those guys' palates. They'll watch the little YouTuber and see if his review is any different, flavor profile or whatever they're tasting notes and nose they get, because it's something different than the big guys. And those guys, if you're fast enough, can get quite a bit of traction too. So just something to kind of realize and think about.
Yeah. I mean, it's all just it's really just momentum, trying to gain traction. But one thing I will say, and what I've noticed is the traction that you're getting on your channel, dude. I mean, you have been killing it. I mean, crushing it. So it's been really impressive and a hell of a lot of fun to watch. Honestly, just how much you've what all you've been doing, just the different type of stuff that you've been doing on your channel. So that's mainly why I wanted to hop on here and just say, dude, congrats for all the success you've had so far. And I really hope you have plenty more and that you hit that 1K quick. I have no doubt it'll be anytime.
I'm changing it up so we can push towards that 1K. So I'm going to apologize to the subscribers in chat, but we're trying to focus on new subscriber base to push towards that 1,000. So we're going to try to start changing up some of that content. So I still don't mind doing the live whiskey hunts because those are fun and we get a lot of interactions, even if some of them are the internet trolls. But I'm going to start trying to do some shorts, start doing some challenges, and some of the videos I've been pushing out. I say videos because I haven't been doing videos hardly at all. It's almost all lives. I want to be more entertaining, more funny, and I want to get those out there because I think they'll have better interaction, better views. Marshall just disappeared on us, but he's still probably watching. The goal is to hit a new audience, get popular off of that. We already have a very tight community. We have a lot of engagement from the community that I have. I really thank you guys and want to show my support back to you guys that you've showed to me. So Marshall's back. So we're bringing Marshall back on stage.
Dude, my bad.
He tabbed out and he's like, leave, close. No. See you later, freak.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I was trying to move down to make sure that my phone was charging. I'm on my phone and I clicked the done. And I looked over the list. I was like, oh, shit.
So the other person that's in chat right now who has his camera off, it's got a little Twitch logo. That's Justin, who won that first bottle that designated that winner off to our second party that's going to win that one. So if anyone wants to say thank you to Justin, now's your chance to type that in chat.
What's up, everybody?
Bourbon Santa said, did Wild Turkey actually drop any 15? They did. Dave Vogelsang picked one up from a store, and then some people did order some online. I know Daniel was in chat earlier. He did get a confirmed order. So I just want to thank you guys all for tuning in. We are going to end the stream at this point. I'm going to move it backstage. That way, if Marshall or Justin has any questions for me, we'll be able to answer and talk about them. Start talking about things up and coming, including collaborations. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations to our 2 winners, and I will see you guys for the next one. Cheers.
See ya.